Does this sound familiar?
I'm bored. Only take me fishing.
Well, welcome to my Take Me Fishing series, where I'm going to give you some hints and tips on how to take me fishing. Well, you asked me to take you fishing, so the first thing we need to do is get a good outfit. We've come down to Complete Angler in Ringwood to have a chat to the guys who've got great information, so let's go have a chat. Hey Chris, how you going?
Oh, g'day Nikki, good thanks.
That's good. Look, I've got a friend who's keeps saying to me, take me fishing. So I need to get a rod and reel combo that is really good for a beginner, something that's not going to break the bank, but something of good quality.
Because they've got to fish with you, right?
Yep, that's right.
And you're the expert.
Apparently.
Oh, so we think, well, should we go and have a look at some rods?
Yeah, that'd be
okay, great. All this might look a little bit daunting. There's a lot of rods and reels here.
There is. All right, there's a lot of rods here. How do you choose?
Well, there's plenty of rods to choose. One, you've got me.
Yes.
So I can help with that.
Yep.
You've told me that you want something with a reasonable budget.
Yep.
And I think you mentioned two-piece so that you can fit it in the car, or a small car in the boot, that kind of thing.
Yep.
Righto. Well, we're lucky that a lot of the companies now, and we'll use Shimano today as an example, have, say, their Raider series, where you can go through and we can say, okay, we want to do a bit of brim fishing, and it says, well, this is a Brimspin rod with line of 1 to 4 kilos.
Yep.
Now, that's quite light and perfect for really light little lures, someone with that bit more experience.
Yep.
I think what we're talking about for you guys would be, I don't know, one like this. It's called a Raider spin line, and it's a 2 to 5 kilos. They call it a rack Raider.
Yep.
Now, without my help, you wouldn't know what racks are.
No.
But ideally, this is for something where the fish live around structure.
Yep.
So, in this case, it would be oyster racks.
Yep.
So that's where they came up with the name.
Okay.
And so you're still fishing for brim that bite nice and light and often on bait or small lures.
Yep.
But they've got somewhere to disappear to, so they're going to run home into the snags.
Yep.
So a rod like this is quite strong in the bottom end,
Yep.
but with some movement on top.
Yep.
So you can cast your light lures, but nice and strong. And of course,
Beat two-piece.
two-piece.
Fits in the car easy,
It
nice
does.
and easy.
So-
And I mean, my first decent rod was actually a Raider.
Was
so,
it?
Yeah, so I reckon we might go with that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, how about we wander over and look at some different reels?
Yep.
Once again, there's hundreds to choose from.
Okay, but you're the expert, you'll be able to help me.
Now, how rough is this person?
Oh, could be fairly rough.
Fairly rough? Never
Yeah.
really had good gear before?
No, that's right. So a beginner, you know,
So
somebody.
if they come wading or out in the boat with you, what's the chances of it ever getting wet or having a swim?
Chances are probably reasonably high.
Okay. So
but,
maybe,
you know.
well, maybe we start with something a little bit more basic.
Yep.
And once they've figured out how the drag works and that kind of thing,
Yep.
and how to be gentle under equipment,
Yep.
maybe they'd like to upgrade from there a
Yep.
bit further on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I think I've got the right thing in mind.
All right. Great.
Well, Nikki, as you can see, we've got hundreds of reels here, and I saw you just wince at the price on a couple of these. So, as usual, we have plenty of reels on our specials tables down the aisle here. I reckon they're going to be up your alley today.
Okay. Great. I love a special. Hey, over here, Complete Angler in Ringwood are offering this rod and reel combo as a special for Purple Patch fishing viewers. So click on the link in the descriptions. It'll take you to the website and you can get more details there. All right, so we've chosen our rod. How do I know what sort of reel to put on it? Do I, something like this?
I think that one's going to be a little bit on the big side.
Yeah, yep.
I think probably for this one, the 2500 size reel will be ideal.
Yep.
Were you planning on introducing them to braid, or were we going to just use the normal monofilament fishing line that most people recognise?
Well, I think for the style of fishing we're going to be doing with lures, I think we need to go towards braid.
Okay, good
Yep.
choice.
Yep.
Good choice. Now, the braid, which is behind us as well, there's a huge variety. But I think if we put, say, 15-pound braid on a little one like this,
Yep.
and maybe we have a look at that, just see
Yep.
how it how that one feels when we screw them all up together.
Right. Is that important, that
Oh, I think
with
so.
the rod size?
Yep. Just so that it's nicely balanced.
Okay.
So when it comes to teaching them how to cast, it all feels nice and balanced as well in your hand.
Oh yes, yeah. And that's not too heavy either. If you're casting a lot, I
Yeah, you're not
suppose
gonna
you
get
don't want
tired.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The worst thing we can have is your friend getting bored.
Yes.
And it's all too hard and saying, oh no, let's go and sit on the bank.
Uh-huh.
We've got to keep fishing, otherwise you don't catch them.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
Okay.
so there is quite a variety here.
Yep.
These are sort of mid-range things, around $50. It's not
Yep.
an extraordinary expense.
Yep.
Some of these are a little bit more chunky, but I think where
It
we
feels
spoke
good. That
about your
feels
budget.
good on the rod, and where you put in your hand. So, yeah, I think we'll go with that one.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, Nikki, well, we've jumped around the other side here. You've spoken to me about the line we want to use.
Yep.
So we want to choose a braided line.
Yep.
And we want to make sure that we've got enough to fill your reel up.
Yep.
But not so much that it breaks the bank.
Yeah,
All right?
absolutely. Yep.
And given this person's a beginner, but wanting quality gear, something like the Daiwa J braid,
Yep.
right? Could be $30 odd for
Yep.
a 150 yard spool.
Yep.
That would be ideal. Now, if I need to, I can put some backing on there for you. I'll throw that in.
Okay, cool.
But we can sort of spool it up and
Yep.
get it all ready to go.
Yep.
And are you confident showing them how to put a leader on, or do you want me to set this up ready to
Oh,
go?
do you know what? I reckon I might get you to set it up, ready to
Okay,
go.
I'll do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that'd be great.
Well, let's grab a spool of
Yep,
this
okay.
and we'll head on over.
All right, over there.
Yep.
Cool.
So, Nikki, we've elected to go for a braided line.
Yep.
Now, braided line is extremely soft and supple,
Yep.
but it doesn't stretch. So that's
Ah.
why it feels so good with your lures,
Yep.
and you can feel every bump that you're going over.
Yeah, yeah.
So you do need a little bit of something on the end that has a little bit of stretch
Yep.
and is nice and clear, because this is a solid,
Yeah, solid colour.
product.
Yep, yep.
And it does tend to, if you tie it directly to a lure, it can tangle around the hooks a bit because it's so soft.
Ah, right.
So
yeah,
a leader
yeah.
material is a little bit stiffer,
Yep.
clearer,
Yep.
and I think we all sort of believe that it doesn't scare the fish as well.
Okay.
So I reckon with the 15 pound we've got here,
Yep.
a nice match for that would be 10 pound.
Yeah.
One like this one.
Yep.
It's also made of a special material called fluorocarbon, which has a low UV index.
Right.
So in the water, it doesn't reflect at all, and in fact absorbs light.
Right, okay, yep.
Makes it super invisible for the fish.
So the fish can't see
Yeah,
it.
they don't stand a chance anymore.
Good.
So I can put all that together for you if
Yeah,
you like.
that'd
Spool
be
your
great.
reel up, and
Yep.
you guys will be on your way.
Cool, cool. Let's go.
Okay, that made life a lot easier using the line winding machine, service that we offer. Anybody who buys rods and reels from us will put all the line on at our cost. I've also attached a bit of leader as well, so we'll pop that back on the reel and find out which hand they're going to wind with. So Nikki, fresh out of the box, most of the reels come with a handle on one side or the other. A lot of times it's on the left hand side. Do you think you'd rather on the left or the right hand side?
Well, I'm right-handed, so
You tend to cast with your right and,
Right.
and wind with your
yeah,
left?
yep.
Okay, well if you're going to teach them to do it the same way,
Yeah.
what we'll do is we'll leave the handle on the left hand side.
Yep.
It folds down, but you can just do that little screw up
Yep,
on the opposite side,
yep,
so it's nice and firm, handle's nice and tight.
yep.
You pop your spool back on, and the drag knob. Now I'm going to have to leave this up to you to show them how that front drag system works.
Yep.
But anybody else who comes in, we'll show them how
Yep.
to do this, how to set the drag,
Yep.
how the bail works.
Yep.
Basically set it up completely so you're ready to take off and catch your first fish.
Great. Thank you. That
All
looks
right.
good.
Well,
I'm so excited.
I'm going to fold that back down again so
Yep.
it fits in the box.
Beautiful.
And all we have to do is take your money.
Yes, I better do that.
Great.
Well, Chris has fixed us up with a fantastic combo rod and reel, and he also chucked in a few other lures, which is fantastic. We're going to go and target some bread and butter species, so remember to follow me on the socials, Instagram, Facebook, and see at the end of the series I'm going to give this combo away to one lucky viewer. So let's go catch some fish.